What's going on, guys? I hope you all had a great weekend. And now it's Monday. Time to break down some more of the best bets from OddsShopper using all the data and tools that we have over on our site, which I'm about to pull up on screen here. And if you guys want to sign up for OddsShopper, there's a link below in the description box. It's going to get you 70% off the first month that you sign up for OddsShopper. It's less than $1 per day for plus EV bets for all of the sports ongoing, which is definitely going to be super handy and helpful with football season about to start, because we've already had some NFL preseason bets going here, which have gone well. If you guys watched the video on Friday, stuff like the Ravens minus 180 money line we had against the Eagles, that was a bet from last week. Gonna have a lot of football stuff coming in. Money line, spreads, totals, player props, all going to be here in OddsShopper. Football season just a few weeks away of the regular season now. Also, if you guys could do me a favor, like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But for today, we're going to be looking through primarily baseball, because that is just what is on the docket for Monday. And let's go ahead and sort by our OddsShopper rating, which just identifies what are the overall best bets in our algorithm here. And then I like to walk through and talk about some of the ones that stand out the most to me for what is in our data that I'm going to be betting and to present to you guys. But first of all, here, a couple of bets that are projecting really well. Bobby Witt Jr. for under 1.5 total bases. This is something that has a 9% expected EV. And, really, this is a bet that it's minus 105 odds at Bet365. We have the fair line projected at minus 126. So if we go ahead and look at Bobby Witt Jr., and you'll see really why there's so much value on Bet365, because look at every other book has this minus 135 or worse. So real outlier line that Bet365 is posted here, when DraftKings has a minus 135. It's a size minus 150 at BetRivers and Unibet. So Bobby Witt Jr. under 1.5 total bases. That certainly makes sense. And then another outlier line here, Ronald Acuna to not score a run. Now, who likes to fade the Braves? Who likes to fade Ronald Acuna? Definitely not myself, but there is a number where it would make sense. And plus 165 for him to not score a run. We have the fair line at plus 142. And once again, Bet365. Look at how they've just priced an outlier line here. Plus 165, where DraftKings has it at plus 125. BetRivers plus 123. Caesars plus 113. So at those kind of odds, plus 165, I like taking shots on Acuna to not score a run. Let's look for strikeouts and maybe for some home run props, if there's any in here as well. So here's one that stands out, Max Scherzer for under 7.5 strikeouts. And yeah, for sure, Max Scherzer is a little bit on the decline of his career. Not to say that he hasn't been, overall pitching well this year, because he has, but I just don't know there's too many spots where we should see Max Scherzer with an over-under of 7.5 strikeouts, which is the line that FanDuel is laying here at minus 106. The best available line is minus 106, and the fair line we have at minus 114. So no other books does this look like a good value, but Max Scherzer going up against the Angels, I do think this makes a good amount of sense. Something else to consider, too, down the stretch of the season, considering Max Scherzer's age, his injury history, especially the last couple of years, are the Rangers going to push him to throw, like 7-8 innings in every start? I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense to. This is already a team who's locked into a playoff spot in all likelihood. So I do think that we see Scherzer not get stretched to throw too many pitches down the stretch of the season. Another reason to take unders on some of these big strikeout props that he has. JP Sears, another one stands out under 5.5 strikeouts. Not a terrible matchup for him on the road against the St. Louis Cardinals, but St. Louis hits lefties much better than they hit righties. It's a team that for the last few years hasn't struck out a whole bunch. So 5.5 strikeouts, give me the under on that for JP Sears. Let's see if we have any home run props that are projecting well. Not as of yet. Usually there are a bunch of good ones as we get closer to lock, but as of now, not a whole bunch. So nothing to highlight there, but we did find some other props that we like. If we go ahead and look over in PrizePicks, the best available flex parlay here, and not a massive amount of EV, but still, if you're looking for a fun play where it's at least neutral, which will happen. Sometimes there's nothing great projected on the board, but for today, under 7.5 strikeouts for Max Scherzer, under 4.5 strikeouts for Clark Schmidt, brutal match for him on the road against the Braves, under 5.5 strikeouts for Miles Michaelis, and then some under bases props, under 1.5 for Yandy Diaz, under 0.5 for Martin Maldonado, and then Logan Gilbert over 2.5 earned runs allowed. So altogether, that is the best parlay that we have for PrizePicks of the day. Now, if we go and look in FanDuel, Let's see what we could build as far as a FanDuel parlay goes. See if we add this in. All right. So William Contreras to record a hit. Framber Valdez under 5.5 strikeouts. And Max Scherzer, once again, the under 7.5 strikeouts. 19% expected win rate. Good for a 6% expected EV plus 457 odds. So that is the best available FanDuel parlay. And if we go ahead and look in DK, see if we can build anything for DK. So add that JP Sears prop in. Go over 8 runs. The Orioles Padres game that actually reduced the EV. So just go with this 2-leg parlay. The JP Sears under 5.5 strikeouts. Max Fried under 5.5 strikeouts. Fried has been held under 75 pitches in each of his last 2 starts. I don't know how apt the Braves are going to be to really extend him. So I don't mind taking unders on him. And then same JP Sears, which you already talked about. So 3% expected EV plus 225 odds. This is our best available parlay of the day over on DraftKings. Now, if you guys, once again, want access to all this data and information, which is always getting updated in real time throughout the day, sign up using the link below. 70% off. It's going to pay for itself in the long haul. You're going to sign up. You can get a great discount on your first month. You make a good amount of money, which pays for the tool. And then just in perpetuity, it pays for itself and also puts some money in your pocket. So check out Odd Shopper. And if you want more bets or information from myself, there's a link down below for Chalkboard, which is a totally free to download chat app. We post bets in there. They also have a pick'em portion of the site like PrizePicks where you could play that on there as well. But Chalkboard, 100% totally free. If you have questions for myself or if you want additional bets from me throughout the day, download Chalkboard because it's free. So why not? Thank you guys very much for watching. If you haven't done it, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Good luck with all your bets. See you back here tomorrow.